Hello everybody, Assassinator here from Be About It Auto, bringing you another vlog on Project DelSol.
Alright, in this video, and if you kind of see the trend of my videos, I kind of have the camera start off where the new part's going that I picked up. It is going to be the rear subframe. So here, the rear subframe is actually welded to the car. Has this cheap, looks like glue. I don't know if you can see it. Looks more like glue, which is basically to cover up any seams. But it's pretty weak. It's not the strongest, and if you're gonna put a beefy sway bar on your car, you're gonna need it. I don't know if the sway bar I'm gonna go with is gonna be that beefy because I already have it, and I believe it's only 19 millimeters. I want to say I had it on an old car. The person who I gave it to ended up giving it back to me because I have this project car, so they're like, hey, you want it back? Cool, yeah, there you go, got it back. But I believe it's a 19 millimeter sway bar that I'll have. I'll show you that once I end up finding it, because like I said, I've had this car for a year and a half, and right now is when I'm actually actively working on it. So what it's going to do, the subframe brace, is it's going to make it where the subframe brace mounts to this. I believe covers all these holes. I believe even this. We'll have to look at it as soon as I get it out, but I believe it covers that area too. Covers all these holes because this is the old point where the bracket, the sway bar bracket, would mount. And so it basically covers all this up and makes it so that all the force is put through that plate. And that plate is made strong. You can hear the ice cream man in the back. We're going to wait for them to pass. Why they got to interrupt my video? Come on, that ain't cool. And as you can see, no one wants ice cream anyways. Why do they even waste gas coming through here? Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the subframe brace that I picked up. If you paid attention to my videos, you would already know what brand it was. And no, it's not Skunk. I know I buy a whole lot of Skunk, but it is not Skunk. It is ASR, which stands for A-Spec Racing. Let's go ahead and see about pulling this thing out. You like my table? Use these rims as tables. Came in handy. Probably not going to use the rims for the car, but hey, it comes in handy as far as my display table. So here we go. Now this comes in a variety of colors. I could have went with a chrome, not a chrome one, a gold one, and probably paid, I think it was like $30, $40 cheaper. But you know what? I want what I want, and I get what I want. So let's go ahead and move this. Here's all the brackets and everything. It comes with everything, all mounting. Be careful if you do buy one of these online. Make sure you get everything. Make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, because if you don't get everything, some of these screws are really hard to find. You know, they're specially made for this. I mean, you should be able to source them at places like Hanks and Ace, places like that, at least out here in the US, California. I don't know other countries what you have, but I'm pretty sure you can find them. You might even be able to hit up ASR and buy this, I guess, bag of stuff. You might not be able to get these things, but at least, you know, some of the hardware, nuts and bolts. But let's move on to here. Here we go. ASR. So as you see, authentic ASR, made in the US. Gotta represent there. Shows you what it's for. EG and DC2. DelSols are considered EG chassis. EG2 chassis. I believe the Civic hatch is an EG4. I could be wrong on that. But flat in the back. I believe the last one I had, because I had one that was this color. One is what, machine brush, something like that. I used to have on my last DelSol, my last race DelSol. But it was because this was the only color when it first came out, and you know, I was one of the people who got it when it first came out. That's how old I am. Alright, let's go ahead and take this over. Once again, stepping over these parts, I gotta take them to go get worked on. Alright, let's get underneath the car. I really need a cameraman. Okay, so with that, it goes up like this, as you see. So that bolt that I was telling you about, it doesn't really cover. You still bolt it through there, but you can kind of see the mounting spots. So you can see the holes. We'll end up putting the mounts. But because this isn't flat, that's what you need that bag of hardware for. Because it has like a bracket behind there, which bolts into that. And then you end up bolting this up to it. And then you can end up bolting the sway bar to this. And this is just a, it's not that heavy, so I would say it's aluminum. trying to get up and down all the time. But there you go. That's the part. Great cameraman right here behind me, holding this for me. ASR, made in the USA, and really good part to have. Once again, I hear that eBay ones are made cheap. They're not strong enough. I mean, they'll end up, I'll call it breaking under pressure. They're not really breaking. I guess they just flex under pressure, so it's not really utilizing anything. It can still result in, if you have a beefy enough sway bar, which I don't believe my 19mm is, but if you have a beefy one, you know, whatever, a 32mm one, it probably will end up tearing out if you have a cheap eBay one. And that's if it even bolts up correctly. These things, I go ahead and tell you, will bolt up. As long as you buy the right one for your right car, it will bolt up, no problems. Like I said, if you buy it brand new, it comes with everything it needed. If it doesn't come brand new, make sure you find these parts. You do need them to install. Don't try to jerry rig it and, you know, put a sway bar on there, because once again, it's not going to do what it's intended for. So that's what I picked up. How do you like? You know, like I said, I went with black. They got red, they got blue, they got gold, they got bronze, they got silver. They got all these weird colors that I don't know. Well, I guess there's a lot of people who would. I guess I wouldn't mind if I had more of a flashier car, but like I said, I want to keep this thing toned down. I want it to perform. I don't want people to be like, hey, that car's fast. No, because, you know, based off the looks, I want them to be like, that car's fast because they actually seen how fast it was. So I'm more about what it does, not about how it looks. So you might end up seeing kind of like my extended ball joints that were blue. You know, I don't care what color it is. I want to go with a certain scheme if I can, but if I can't get that color and I want that part, hey, that's what I got to roll with. So with this being said, hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you hit that thumbs up. Hopefully you hit that that subscribe button if you haven't already, just like I always say, but you know, gotta still say it the last couple seconds of the video. Make sure to hit that notification bell if you haven't already, and until next time, Assassinator's out.